Absolutely. It's going to be a huge matchup next, ladies and gentlemen. Bobby Lashley, the boss, takes on the game. Triple H, veteran, versus up-and-comer.
We'll be right back.
Force and...
Do we have to do this?
I mean, I don't think we have to, but,
I hope you're ready, because this match is about to begin in...
Oh, no.
Here we go. Oh, God.
Hulk pile driver.
The Hulk pile driver. His patented maneuver.
Oh, no.
He's just figuring
I
out
want
my thumbs up your butt. That's why it's going all over the place.
Oh, no!
Wasn't this the submission championship?
Whoa, look at fucking over.
Oh my god.
You're gonna jump outside, aren't you? Yes, you are. Fucking motherfucker.
What a disaster.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We have a big match for you lined up. Again, in regards to directly what happened in last week's main event, the Anonymous Raw General Manager rightfully puts Bobby Lashley against Triple H one-on-one. We've both heard what they've had to say. We've heard all the confidence. We've heard the remarks they've made. We've heard the confidence they have heading into Lashing Back. But this is the big one to them. This is the final stop. This is the one that's going to mean something to their momentum and to their praises, to their chances of being WEDF champion come the end of Lashing Back.
Like you said, this could be Lashley's year. He has all the tools. He has all the momentum. He is, quite possibly, the outside pick to win the WEDF Championship.
He's the dark horse.
Dark horse. Well, I didn't want to go with that because, I didn't want to get basically $500 today.
Well, let's put it like this. I think, there's a difference between irony like that, and we'll get to that later. Yeah. Nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, this man, the cerebral assassin, Triple H, the game, a 13-time World Heavyweight Champion in his second six-pack challenge. And again, this is the second straight year we're doing another six-pack challenge at Lashing Back. Triple H was in one of these six-pack challenges last year, came up short of being the WEDF Champion. You might remember that one. The Rock was the WEDF Champion for that. But nonetheless, Triple H, focused, determined, deadly, dangerous, active, precise. I don't know how many adjectives I can use to describe this guy, but literally, let me put it to you like this. As he says it, Triple H is that damn good.
As I was saying earlier on the night, we talked about it. We talked about how Triple H probably had the last one, but at the late paragraph, at the last possible moment, Bobby Lashley speared Triple H right out of his boot and took the win. And as I was saying, that just drives Triple H crazy. He came so close to victory, but was, in his mind, cheated. And that is why he was so serious tonight. There's no DX goofing around. There's no game. There's no name. There's no hornswoggle. There's no costume. There's nothing. There's none of this clown shoe. Triple H is 100% focused. He is deadly serious.
And here's the thing about it, Zach. Let's go back to that main event real quick. Like you said, with that millisecond ending we saw there, the exciting ending we saw in that triple threat. What Bobby Lashley did, let me tell you something. That finish that just happened right, that is what will make a world champion. Those milliseconds right there, every second of a wrestling match, especially of one as big as the six-pack challenge at Lashing Back, that is going to separate the boys from the men, and that's what's going to make a real world heavyweight champion.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about that ability, that ability not just to see it, not just to have that kind of finisher, but to see an opening where you can use a move like that. Just see every angle. Bobby Lashley possesses that instinct. Bobby Lashley possesses that ability, that potential to be a world champion, and he possesses that supreme confidence I talked about earlier, because he has stepped into the ring with a deadly serious Triple H, and he has not backed up 1 inch. And right now he is overpowering Triple H. Toss him into the corner.
Boss using that strength advantage wisely. And the other thing you might have with Bobby Lashley, especially for a man as powerful and as young as him, speed. Bobby Lashley, surprisingly mobile.
Oh my God! Lashley slugged Triple H right out of the ring. You're right, that surprising speed Lashley brings.
Combined with that power, the man is a human wrecking ball.
Wrecking ball. Listen, call it.
He is not to insult Dusty Harris in any way, shape, or form. It's like he's an army tank with a Ferrari engine.
He's a Ferrari tank with a Cessna engine. The man is, he's an army tank with a Cessna engine. He is a destructive force. He's just taking it to Triple H right now.
Lashley continuing to overpower Triple H. Triple H really looks out of it here, but Bobby Lashley taking the advantage. I don't. Wait a minute! That STO out of that corner. Speaking of Samoa Joe,
I don't quite remember that we were, but all right. And Lashley and Triple H.
We were talking about Samoa Joe earlier, and I just found it funny that Triple H did one of Samoa Joe's signature maneuvers there. That's just me. That's just the nerd in me.
You're right, I didn't quite catch. You're right. I should have caught that, but now Bobby Lashley though back in control. That big knee to the gut.
Even as every opening Triple H gets, with every opening Triple H seems to get, Bobby Lashley just finds another 3 openings to exploit.
Absolutely. Anytime Triple H is able to find an opening, Lashley is just right there, right back with the answer. And now,
I would think if I'm Triple H, I would use, first of all, my take no bullshit attitude that makes him, a rough, tough brawler. I would use probably my years of wrestling experience to ground Lashley, to take the big man down, work on his legs, keep him on the ground, and keep him there. And even though Lashley is a former MMA fighter, amateur wrestler, whatever, I would think Triple H has the edge on the ground.
Well, I would actually concede that Lashley actually would have the edge on the ground. Not that Triple H doesn't have a knowledge of wrestling holds, just that Lashley has that amateur pedigree. And as you see, Triple H not really trying to out-wrestle Lashley, just trying to more or less throw hands, just do what he does best, and that is brawl.
And that is playing to his strength, but I'm just trying to say, Zach, when it comes to having a veteran instinct, when it comes to knowing what you need to do to get the job done, Triple H has been there and done that. The man has been on top of the wrestling industry 13 times. Not once at WEDF, but still, you've got to give credit where it's due to this man's credentials.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'm not saying Triple H isn't, as you said, that damn good. I will not deny his ability. I will not deny his, pardon the pun, pedigree.
I'm pretty sure no one is, and I understand your point. I will concede, maybe as experience or as credentials point out, Bobby Lashley, if this were a ground-based battle, would have the advantage. But you see Triple H with that veteran instinct, picking his spots wisely and making sure Bobby Lashley doesn't get a lot of momentum, working those legs constantly to try to slow the boss down.
You're absolutely. I just noticed Triple H, as you had pointed out earlier, as you had theorized, Triple H trying to attack the legs, as you said, trying to slow down his momentum, because if he can take the speed off the spear, he can survive it.
And hey, if he can work the legs over, there's a lot of things you take out of Bobby Lashley's arsenal. 80% of his power, or not even 80, let's go with 90 or 95. All of those power moves he has gone. Spear, gone. Dominator, legs are hurting him too much, he can't pick them up, gone.
You're absolutely right. And Triple H is an absolute student of the game. This is, remember, and not to sell Lashley short, but he is not so different from, say, a Goldberg, a man who, as Triple H was able to maintain some kind of psychological advantage against in their wars by attacking the leg. Hopefully, I never get to quite to the extreme that Triple H took against Lashley, or against Goldberg, but still, Lashley now fighting back.
Absolutely, and of course, Triple H was taught pretty much every trick in the book by none other than the 16-time World Heavyweight Champion, Ric Flair.
And not only that, but Triple H was taught the foundation, was brought into this industry by the great Killer Kowalski. And you don't get a name like that by being a friendly teddy bear.
Absolutely. You don't leave a friendly teddy bear still after that anyway.
And now Triple H in control. Triple H, that big Russian leg sweep. Now Triple H going after figure four.
Oh, look at this, the figure four. Speaking of the Nature Boy, his signature move locked in, and Bobby Lashley is stuck with nowhere to go.
Bobby Lashley in a lot of trouble right now. Bobby Lashley caught in one of the most deadly submissions in the history of professional wrestling, one of the most deadly ways to attack the legs. Bobby Lashley fighting, but this is just playing into Triple H's strategy, just working over his legs right now. And now Lashley, wait a minute, Lashley rolling over. And Lashley with the power out. Lashley right back in control. Triple H swinging wild.
Triple H trying to do everything he can to keep Bobby Lashley down.
Now Bobby Lashley having none of it. Bobby Lashley swinging back. Bobby Lashley into the ropes. Big snap power slam.
Now Bobby Lashley feeling the momentum.
Big fall-away slam, just tossing him around like he's nothing. You can see him taunting there, but clearly Lashley favoring the leg. Right now, Triple H seeing that, going back into the attack, back in control. Triple H measuring Bobby Lashley. Triple H thinking pedigree.
Wait a minute. Look at this.
So that kind of another knee to the gut, trying to wear Triple H down, way down the midsection for that spear. And look at this again.
Look at this.
Big power slam.
Lashley is back in it. Hooks the leg. One, two.
No. Triple H just able to pop the shoulder up, just barely.
But still, Lashley is favoring that leg. Lashley is not moving with as much pop and snap as he used to. Triple H has effectively worked the leg.
Now Triple H, here comes. Triple H thinking the pedigree.
Is he gonna get it? Got him.
This could be it.
Arms locked. In a minute.
No.
Lashley, beautiful counter. The boss could have him. The boss could have him. Hammerlock scoop.
Even with the work over legs, he's able to toss Triple H away. And now Lashley, he's got him right here. Lashley on the attack. Lashley throwing the game in the corner. Big clothesline.
Lashley is still feeling it. Wait, Lashley? He knows to end this quick. He knows he's got to hit. Wait a minute!
No. Lashley
still hurt. The legs are still hurt.
No! Triple H, that shot. Another one. Triple H able, like we said, Lashley not dealing with the speed. Triple H on the attack, and now
Spine Buster. Shades of SmackDown's enforcer. And now Triple H.
Now Triple H looking to end it this time. Here it comes. Hook the arm. The other arm.
Pedigree. Game over for Bobby Lashley. Game over. It's gotta be it. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3.
What a match, Jets.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. But as you saw that, Bobby Lashley came with everything. He threw everything but the kitchen sink.